Revenge is a dish best served cold, or for these celebrities at award shows. Let's take a look at who threw shade and clapped back on the big stage. Starting with Will Smith and Chris Rock. When Will Smith slapped Chris Rock at the 2022 Oscars, the audience, including myself, genuinely thought it was a joke. However, it was not, all stemming from Rock having Smith's wife's name in his mouth. The incident escalated after the King Richard actor struck the comedian when he made a G.I. Jane sequel joke relating to Jada Pinkett Smith's shaved head. Rock said, "Jada, I love you, G.I. Jane 2, can't wait to see it." The Fresh Prince then went on stage and slapped Rock only to return to his seat and yell, "Keep my wife's name out your bleeping mouth." Pinkett Smith, for her part, was seen rolling her eyes on screen before Smith walked up to the stage and slapped Rock. Now, the incident, which originally appeared scripted, caused ABC to mute the live segment. Rock attempted to laugh the situation off before promising not to mention, his wife's name again. Though Smith later apologized to Rock, the damage had already been done. Smith was banned from the Academy and all Academy-related events for 10 years. Later, in October 2023, Pinkett Smith revealed that she and Smith had been separated for 6 years at the time of the infamous slap, though the two are still figuring it out. Rock handled it with so much professionalism. That couldn't be me, but I applaud him for that. Next up, Nicki Minaj and Miley Cyrus. When Nicki accepted her Moon Man for Best Hip Hop Video for Anaconda, she took the time to call out Miley Cyrus for talking about her to the New York Times. Now, in the interview, the Wrecking Ball singer said she didn't follow the fight between Nicki and Taylor Swift because Nicki attacked out of anger. Miley explained, "And it's not anger like, guys, I'm frustrated about things that are a bigger issue. You made it about you, not to sound like a beach, but that's like, hey, I didn't get my VMA. If you want to make it about race, there's a way you could do that, but don't make it just about yourself. Say, this is a reason why I think it's important to be nominated. There's girls everywhere with this body type." Cyrus continued by adding, "What I read sounded very Nicki Minaj," which, if you know Nicki Minaj, is not too kind. It's not very polite, and ultimately concluded with the statement that she doesn't think MTV did it on purpose. Nicki called out Miley in a way that will probably only prove Miley's point about anger. While thanking her pastor and other fans, Nicki said, "Back to this beach who had a lot to say about me the other day in the press. Miley, what's good?" That's how she said it. Miley responded by saying, "We all do interviews. We all know how they manipulate, ish. Congratulations, Nicki." Now, with a time delay in place, producers were able to censor the artist's curse words, but a simple beat didn't block lip reading abilities, of course. Nicki dropped a few more F-bombs when Miley, continued talking about VMA snubs and getting over them. Whether or not this outburst was legitimate remains to be seen, as Nicki tweeted minutes later, LMFA, a bunch of O's, and included emojis with the heart eyes. According to Nicki Minaj, Miley Cyrus is the one that has been talking crap about her to the press, so it warranted, that iconic question, "Miley, what's good?" But we'll never really know if Nicki was really angry, so yeah. Kanye West and Taylor Swift. Perhaps Kanye West got his negative reputation at the 2009 MTV VMAs when he interrupted then 19-year-old Taylor Swift during her acceptance speech for Best Female Video, You Belong With Me. The infamous interruption is one of the most known pop culture moments in history. But before she was given a chance to finish her speech, Kanye West interrupted to express how he felt the trophy should have gone to Beyonce for single ladies. He said, "Yo, Taylor, I'm really happy for you. I'm gonna let you finish, but Beyonce had one of the best videos of all time." While the audience booed West as he exited the stage, Swift actually thought their reaction was directed at her. In her 2020 documentary, Miss Americana, she recalled the moment and said, "It was so echoey in there. At the time, I didn't know they were booing him doing that. I thought that they were booing me." For someone who's built their whole belief system on getting people to clap for you, the whole crowd booing is a pretty formative experience. Shocked by what had happened, Beyonce actually then took the stage after winning Video of the Year at the end of the night night, and she did invite Swift to have, her moment. Still, the impact of what West had done wasn't something Swift could just shake off, She continued to say in the documentary that, that was like sort of a catalyst for a lot of psychological paths that she went down, and not all of them were beneficial. It was all fueled by not feeling like she belonged there. Of course, West's interruption did start something that turned into one of the most talked about celebrity feuds like to this day, although it initially looked like the Grammy winners, would put the whole thing behind them. Who knows? Reese Witherspoon and Kim Kardashian. Weird. America's Sweetheart threw some light shade at Kim Kardashian during the 2011 MTV Awards. She accepted a Generation Award for Water for Elephants, and in the midst of her speech, decided to go in on reality stars. She said, "I get it, girls, that it's cool to be a bad girl, but it is possible to make it in Hollywood without doing a reality show. When I came up in this business, if you made a tape, you were embarrassed. You hid it under your bed, and if you took pictures of yourself on your cell phone, you hid your face, people, like hide your face." The mom of two at the time cautioned again by saying, "Hide your face." Michael B. Jordan and an old classmate are next. Michael B. Jordan teased his former classmate, who once described him as corny while walking the Creed 3 red carpet. The Black Panther star had been chatting with Laurel, that's her name, the host of the Morning Hustle show, when she brought up the fact that the two of them were classmates in Newark, New Jersey. Now, he recalled in a clip that went viral on TikTok saying, "I was the corny kid, right?" She then embarrassingly said, "I did not say that. I was misquoted for sure," in an attempt to defend herself, prompting Jordan to stand firm, responding, "I heard it." Jordan was referring to an interview Laurel gave on a 2021 episode of The Undressing Room, in which she admitted she and others used to tease the actor for his name and passion for acting. She said in that interview, "And to be honest with you, we teased him like all the time, like because his name was Michael Jordan. Let's start there. And he was no Michael Jordan," comparing the actor, of course, to the famed NBA player. She added, "And he also would come to school with a headshot. We lived in Newark. That's the hood. We would make fun of him like, what you gonna do with your stupid headshot? And now look at him." Although she denied ever referring to the Creed star as corny, Laurel attempted to end the interview on a positive note, joking, "Well, you're not corny anymore." Fans quickly came to Jordan's defense in the comments section, noting how, this bully must have hurt him in the past. One TikToker, commented saying, "Whoever said success is the best revenge didn't lie," with someone else adding, "You can tell he remembers her in like a very different light than she saw herself." And another person even said, "How embarrassing for her life and soul." Zayn Malik and One Direction. So Zayn Malik caused quite a bit of controversy when he took the stage at the American Music Awards to accept the award for New Artist of the Year at the time. Now, in addition to Tiana Taylor referring to him as like Zaddy Zayn while presenting him with the trophy, Zayn threw very subtle shade at his former, 1D bandmates during his acceptance speech, saying, "This one just has my name on it, right?" While Harry Styles, Liam Payne, and Louis Tomlinson weren't in attendance, Niall Horan sure was. He even took the stage earlier in the night for a really beautiful performance of his hit single, This Town. Zayn went on to thank his family, especially his dad, and then was met backstage for a kiss and a hug by his then girlfriend, Gigi Hadid, who was making, a first of her own, hosting the AMAs for the first time. Taylor Swift and Harry Styles. At the 2013 MTV Video Music Awards, Taylor Swift was less than pleased to see her ex-boyfriend Harry Styles as he took the stage that night. First, she was actually caught saying "shut the F up" to her friend Selena Gomez when Styles and the rest of 1D were thanking their fans for just being so awesome right before they went on to announce Gomez as winner of Best Pop Video. But later, when Swift accepted the award for Best Female Video, she appeared to take another jab at Styles again. She said, "I want to thank the fans because I tweeted about this a lot. I really wanted this. I also want to thank the person who inspired this song because he knows exactly who he is and because now I've got one of these," she said as the cameraman, who was literally so on point that night because he panned right over to Styles where you can see like his bandmates kind of smirking at one another. And although many first believed that Taylor's song, I Know You Were Trouble or I Knew You Were Trouble, was inspired by John Mayer, it was now seeming that it was actually inspired by Harry Styles. The two ended up posing for photos at like a VMA after party, which then of course left people even more confused, wondering if that was all one big publicity stunt. That's it for today, but which one was your favorite? Let me know your thoughts. I'm your host, Ashley. It's been great catching up.